Fake news, hate speech. Internet and social media have become powerful tools which can seriously impact our life or reputation. Where do we draw the line between what can be printed or posted, or what should be prohibited? Is this discussion new? Welcome at the House of European History and its temporary exhibition, Fake for Real, a history of forgery and falsification. In this exhibition, we explore several examples of forgeries and falsifications that shaped European history. I am Joanna Urbanek. I am curator at the House of European History, and I've been working on the topic for several years. What strikes me is how similar arguments for and against freedom of publication sound in comparison to the current discussion we have around the post-truth era we are said to be living in. In 1508, Erasmus was complaining in his writings. There are errors which are not obvious at once, even to the learned. Nowadays, the innumerable crowd of printers causes confusion everywhere. Not everyone may have lived to be a baker, but printing is a trade open to any mortal man. The invention of the printing press around 1440 led to a deluge of information and misinformation. Lack of control over the content led to unease similar to today's concerns about distorted realities, fake news, and hate speech. A print revolution had many victims, including the very men who allowed the totally unrestricted freedom of the press, Johann Friedrich Struensee. Pamphlets destroyed his public image. This led him on scaffold, where he died in 1772. Meanwhile, more and more literate Europeans gained access to books, pamphlets, and newspapers, empowering them to strive for civil liberties and change the course of history. The popularity of printed texts dealing with witchcraft fueled a wave of prosecutions and led to deaths of thousands of supposed witches over more than 2 centuries. The Malleus Maleficarum, commonly known as the Hammer of Witches, is the notorious treatise on witchcraft. Published by Heinrich Kramer in 1486, it served as manual during centuries of brutal prosecutions. This anonymous note from 1642 accuses pharmacist David Wellman of witchcraft and being a werewolf. Following a local dispute, numerous notes as such appeared in German town of Lemgo. After 2 trials, Wellman was executed. The print revolution also helped disseminate arguments against the violent practice, eventually helping it to die out. Challenging the doctrine on witchcraft, a Dutch physician, Johann Weyer, wrote that although Satan exists, he does not enter into pacts with humans. Therefore, he opposed bloody prosecutions of women and men accused of witchcraft. The limits of freedom of expression are dependent on current cultural, social, and political contexts. They changed throughout the time. Hate speech, false accusations, often taking the forms of fake news, do not belong to any specific time period. What makes this situation so special now is that internet and social media allows its very quick dissemination. The questions of the era of print revolution remain valid and important also today.